Hey YouTube, Windraiser here. Today coming to you with another Transformers review. Today we're going to be looking at Transformers Legacy. I almost said Revenge of the Fallen. Transformers Legacy Skullgrin. Now I'm going to be starting Skullgrin off in his vehicle mode and then going to his robot mode so you can see how to transform it. It's fairly easy to get there, but it's also a hassle because of how certain things have to move and maneuver and peg into place. But yeah, here he is in his alt mode. He is packaged in robot mode, his robot mode, but I want to start in alt mode. Yeah, I have no idea what this is supposed to be. It says it's a tank, yet there's treads in the back. Where's the front? Well, there's something here is missing. Like, I can see if this is supposed to be like the hover part, like it drives like this, like kind of, but I can't see it. I don't. My imagination is just going. This doesn't work. Even my imaginary world, this does not work. But it's a half-track tank. But then again, hey, this is what the inner core robot to the original Pretender shell transformed into, so yeah. The other thing I don't like is there's some gaps here, like you can see his hips, you can see his head, like literally. His fists are here chilling out the back, and then he has this. His alt mode has a tail. Pardon me. But yeah, I mean, the treads are nicely detailed. I can get them in frame. They're nice. I do like the cannons here on the top. Barrels are molded inside very nicely. And all in all, it's a good vehicle mode for what it's supposed to pull off. Turret can do a full 360. Barrels can move up to about that point because there's a slit cut in. And they can go down. He does have two other accessories. It's his blade, his sword guns. And on mine, you can tell the paint's starting to come off on these handles. Or something's rubbing on them. But they're just cast in this white plastic and then painted over silver. So they're very nice. According to the directions, they're supposed to be pegged into the treads here. Oh, now I know that it's coming off. It's the paint to the treads. Because they're soft, malleable plastic. Oh no. They have to peg into this wheel. And then go over that slit. There's a slit right here in this little nub. Oh, squeaky. So they just kind of like rest there. So he's got that. Bends him a little bit, but I digress. Squeaky. Side-by-side comparison of him with other vehicle transformers. Here he is next to Skids. You can see how well they look together side by side. Here he is next to my Zombicon. And here he is next to his Wavemate, and my next review, Pinpointer. And he will be next. He will be later tonight. So look for that review. So let's go ahead and get into his transformation. It's fairly simple and fairly easy. So first we're going to undo is come to the treads and unpeg them from the arms and the shoulders. They're pegged in by this peg and that peg, and they go into those slots right there. So, and then we'll unpeg it from here by the back of the thigh, or the back of the thigh. We'll fold that up. I know, go this way, fold it this way, and then this will eventually fold in. So we'll just leave it like that for right now. So I do the same on the other side. Unpeg it, and then unpeg again. We'll rotate, and then rotate up. Next, we'll come to what will be his feet. We'll unpeg those by folding them down, and they peg into those little clips right there via this little peg right here. So next we're going to unpeg the knees from the thighs. And doing that, go ahead and unpeg the legs too. So let me do that first. I'll unpeg the legs and unpeg the thigh, and then this whole thing will accordion on that hinge right in there. So if I can get this on camera, it'll accordion like that. And this will bend up like so. So just like that. So we'll unaccordion, undo it. You have all this. This will close into that, and then this will go up. So you want to push your thumb here, bend that in, and then bend that, and that gives you your knee joint. So bring these down, close those up, bring it down, and close it up. There you have the lower legs done. Then we'll bring them down, and then we will fold the waist up. And there you have the lower legs all done. Next, we'll come here to the upper part of the robot mode, and we'll unpeg the arms from right here. And they will unpeg from these clips, which will peg into those. When you unpeg those, you're going to push this piece, grab it from these two, and push down until it unclips. You know, clip into place. Hit the cannons, fold them up. Come here to what will be the chest plate, and there's a little divot right here. Right there. We can get your nail in on both sides and open that up. When you do that, you can then feed the head through and rotate the torso down. Go ahead and spread the arms out. And this will plug in. Lift the head up. And peg it in, peg the chest into place, and bring it back down. Come back here. Bring these horns up. Come here, open up these horns, and then we'll go ahead and come here to the underside of the arms, fold out the fist, and rotate out the arm. Fold out the fist, and rotate the arm. Straighten out the cannons on the back, and then fold his little tail down. And there you have Skullgrin in his robot mode. Now, mine has a problem. You can tell it's that horn right there. It does not want to stay on that peg. This one's fine, but that one's not. I have tried everything I can think of to keep it on that thing, but it just does not want to work. So I just meh. But while we have him up close, I do love how the skull is molded. Very nice. I love the detail, especially on the horns. The teeth and the tusk here. Just like the toy. Nothing mouth-wise, it's just there. Love the bone belt. Though right here on the codpiece, this could have used a little bit more paint. Like even here. These are, the ones here on the side are soft plastic. Yeah. Where the white is on the figure, where it was painted white, it could use some more plastic, more paint. Oh, and these spikes here are softish. Posability, as you can see, the head is on a ball joint. Arms can do a full 360. There's a hinge for in and out. Bicep swivel. Nice over 90-degree bend at the elbow. No wrist, just that part there for the transformation. Waist can do a full rotation. If you get the tail out the way, you can, or peg this off, full rotation. I'm going to go ahead and peg that back on. Legs can kick, well, I'm going to take it off right now because it cannons are moving. Legs can kick forward that far, and yeah, they can go back that far. The legs can only go out that far due to this panel. There's a thigh rotation, 90-degree bend at the knee, and he does have a nice ankle tilt. So as you see, the this piece comes off and the tail is also movable. It just stays on his back. With his accessories, wherever I put them, he can wield them in two ways. One being at here. He can have them here. He can hold them as swords, or he can have them on his back. You can configure everything here as you want. There's one where you can have these here and the guns in his arms, or have those here and then these on his back, whichever you prefer. I prefer to have him with a sword and with a gun. That's how I like to have him. Now for size comparison, here he is next to his other pretender buddies, Iguanus and Bombburst. You can see how tall he is compared to those guys. Here he is next to my latest reviews, Dead End and Magnificus. So to Magnificus, he's a bit shorter. Just a smidge shorter. And here he is next to Crankcase. And Crankcase I have in a squatting pose for right now. There you guys have it. There has been my review of Transformers Legacy Skullgrin. My final thoughts? Yeah, if you want him. If you want to get the Pretenders just for the Pretender shell, get them. But don't get them just because, oh, I got them because I want to complete my collection. Get it because if you want it, get it. But yeah, he's up in stores now here in the lower states. I found him at my local Walmart. I'm Windraiser, and I'll see y'all on the next review.